Hey, Don here. Okay. I'm doing my first, let me check the audio and everything. Doing my first live stream. Well, my second live stream with a simple screen recorder. And I'm showing you on my in the browser, showing myself in the browser because that's the only way I can show my cameras. Let me even close that window. There's my stream. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and pause that. I guess what I ought to do is do that. Now, as long as I don't, yeah, it'll use up too much resources if you don't get out. You really kind of need, I think it's best to get out of the page. But I got out of it and then got back in it. But anyway, when you're playing, your camera. But here's the interface while it's running here. You do get to see your total time, your frames per second, your size. It's only a desktop recorder. And, the file size, and then the bit rate, the kilobits per second. Now it keeps jumping between 172 and then 1133, something like that. And that's set for 3000. And the default for OBS was 2500, but I noticed on the YouTube pages that the minimum is supposed to be 3000 now. But anyway, what I'm here to do is to try and fix. Now I notice my stream is in the yellow. Go to my live dashboard. I can show it. My stream, it's working. The last one I did, my test video, it did work just fine, but the stream was in the yellow the whole time. It started out green and went yellow. This time it started out yellow and stayed yellow. Now I wonder if I could stop that from being like that by like dropping the expected frame rate down or something, but I don't know. So I wanted to just get with it, so I went ahead and I think I'll close the browser until I need it again. I don't use too much resources here. OBS Studio, my favorite video recorder, it's live editor, streamer I've ever used, has gone to crashing every time you hit stream. It still records just fine. When you hit stream, it's the one I've been using since 2016. I've been trying to figure it out and fix it. The only thing I got left, I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. What I didn't realize, I didn't pay enough. I just didn't think that. I thought all the files would be deleted. Well, it left that folder behind in home.config OBS Studio. And I had backed it up just in case. I'd saw it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to back those up in case I need them. So I need to back them up again now. They should be changed. I've used it to record videos quite a few times. So I'm going to say overwrite to everything. That's where I just put it in my folder where I've been backing up my screen collections and scene collections and profiles. So at this time, I'm going to watch that file, and I'm pretty sure I know it didn't get deleted because it was all my profiles were there when I uninstalled OBS. So I guess I'll go ahead and use DNF again. Let's see. Yeah, simple screen recorder uses quite a bit resources more than that's kind of the most that usually OBS used while I was streaming it. I guess it's not a lot different than OBS, but it would do, I think it would stay around 22 most of the time, 21%. But the other thing is simple stream recorder only streams or records to your drive. So I'm streaming right now, so I'm watching my stream over there on my I don't have to have it playing. I do have it playing over there. Let's make, so anyway, I want to pause my stream. It's hard to tell when there's no video, like no camera or anything. It's hard to tell when it's paused or not. Okay. Because if I had the audio on, I would hear it instantly. So, but I can see the stream health, and if it says the stream's down, then I'll know that my video is. But since I am recording an FLV, I'm not showing that right now. it will. Let's make those the same, and then I can get into my, oh, it won't help. Yeah, normally I could be watching my, what would actually be in simple screen recorder. See, nothing's going on in there because I'm normally, you know, I'm always watching my videos, my backup videos being made, but I'm not, can't do that now. So let's make those equal. Let's see, what did I have over there? Oh, I was in the OBS thing. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to highlight that so I can see it. And I'm going to try uninstalling OBS one more time, and this time I'm going to make sure and just delete that folder now that I've got it backed up. Get in Dragora. And if that doesn't fix it, I'm out of ideas. I have searched and researched and tried it. I thought it really had something to do with the settings, maybe. And I kept messing with the settings over and over and over. And nothing's helped. So I've decided it probably is a bug, and it's probably in OBS because people on Windows are having this problem of it's crashing when you hit stream. People on Linux are having the problem. And if it was a problem with Fedora, then, you know, it would only be in Fedora or Linux. So I'm pretty sure it's an OBS. But I don't see anybody on the OBS forums coming back and saying, yeah, it's a bug, we're working on it, or helping anybody fix it. They just say, the only thing anybody ever answers is check your NVIDIA drivers or your video drivers. And I don't have an NVIDIA card. I have an Intel onboard NVIDIA. And, you know, I'm not using the proprietary drivers. I'm using the open source driver in Fedora. And, of course, it did work perfectly. Well, it's worked perfectly since 2016. It's all of a sudden now giving me trouble. So and I was running Fedora 23. I was running it in Fedora 23. Now, there is one other idea that just hit me. You can install an older version. Now, there's a new thing in Fedora, or at least when I was installing my Fedora, it was 29 server. Well, 28 and 29. I did 28 and then decided, well, if 29 came out, let's do 29. There's a thing in the server edition, which I think you could probably install in the desktop edition, that'll allow you to easily freeze, you know, specific apps and don't upgrade them until you want to. I'll have to look into that if that would be the only next thing I could try and do, and is to install an older version, but then freeze it because the automatic updates would just bring it back to the new version. The next time I have automatic updates turned on, and I don't want them turned off because I want security updates. So let's look for OBS. Yeah, you got to click. And so that would be something if I could install an older, you know, the previous version of OBS, and then so there's the one I have installed, 2203. Let's do screenshots of that because that might be helpful. Because if I do try to do that, I would need to know what version I had. There's only like 2 things to do with OBS, I think. Yeah, OBS Studio and OBS Studio Libs. I'll look to make sure, but since I did it recently, see, you could go right in here and I could install the older version. That's 2203, then there's 21.1, I think is what it is. Let's see, OBS Studio. How many versions are there? There's 3 versions there, maybe. 2203, 21.1. Oh, and then there's i686, 21.1. So I could go back to 21.1. Let's look through. Yeah, there's not anything else that's been installed. So I'm going to uninstall it. I'll just try, you know, I still wonder if it's got to do with my, I'm still wondering if it's got to do with my profiles and stuff. But it may be with the day that they upgraded to this version, it broke it. But yeah, if I'm going to go back to an older version, then I'll have to try to figure out. I'll have to learn how to freeze that version without having to turn off my automatic updates. Now I clicked apply, and it should bring up a little screen showing what it's going to uninstall here in a minute. But I remember seeing an article. Now it says it's going to uninstall FFmpeg, and I did that last time, and I thought, oh, that's going to break my other recorders, but it didn't. So let's hope it doesn't this time, because I believe I was still able to use simple. I think they install their own. I think they install FFmpeg along with the app into their own folder. So hopefully it won't break simple screen recorder. Because if my stream stops the instant I uninstall this, we'll know that I was wrong. But there's a couple other things that get uninstalled there that weren't listed, you know. It says it's going to uninstall X264, and now that's the other thing I'm using. But I did this before during a video, and it didn't break anything. Okay, with simple screen recorder. Well, I wasn't streaming, but that shouldn't be any different. I was just making a video. So evidently, FFmpeg and X264 gets installed along with these apps, these, you know, inside of their own folders. Otherwise it would break them if it was global. Alright, we're going to hit OK. Put in our root password. Yeah, I was making recorded video, you know, just recording videos. Recording videos and uploading them, it takes at least 3 hours usually the next day. 3 to 4 hours just to upload them when I get, you know, and I can't do any recording really while that's going on, and so that's bad. And usually I usually don't just go straight to recording videos anyway, so it's not a real big change, but it kind of feels like it. It feels like a lot of extra work. Usually what I do is I spend a lot of that time, you know, when I first will get on the computer, renaming and putting in my videos, renaming them, putting in just work each day that I do videos, you know. So I'm really trying to fix it. I got so much I want to do and make videos of. I got my server almost ready to put out in the garage, but I'll put it by the wayside in order to try to fix OBS. Okay, I think it's done. It's not installed and it's not running. I sure wish it would pop up and say, okay, it's done, you know, so you would know for sure, because I don't usually sit here and watch. I go off and do other things. Okay, so we'll hit quit. I like to do screenshots so I can go through them real quick to see things, you know. Oh, my live stream is red now. That means it's liable to die on me any minute, any second. So I think what I will do is, let's see what's going on over here. Everything still looks the same. I think I will stop it and just do recording to the machine, because that does really well. I just was hoping I wanted to see if I could do a live stream without any trouble, but maybe that I can tweak some settings and get it to work better, but the kilobits is pretty low compared to, it may be because, well, that's about the same, the usage. It may be that the I've got the kilobits set. Well, the bottom one is, no, the bottom was 1,000 kilobits. I could set it on that, but YouTube says it wants 3,000 minimum. Oh, now it's back to yellow. Well, I didn't lose my stream, and the last time well, it's just, if it's going to start going to red, it's probably going to quit on me when I least expect it, and that won't break my FLV, but it will. It makes them funky. They will play, but they won't fast forward in VLC. And when I upload them, they still work. But I don't know what it would do to the live stream. It shouldn't hurt anything since I'm streaming FLV. But yeah, I'm feeling a little uneasy about the stream, trying to stream with this app, so maybe I'll try it again. If I change settings, I might try it again, but I want to get back to what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop here, and well, let's see. Let's go ahead and finish what I was doing. Okay, yeah, see the folder is still there, and I can even go ahead and, well, I'm going to leave it like it is. I don't want to back it up, whatever it says inside of it. It shouldn't be any different, but actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to rename it and call it back and just move it. And then I can put it back. It'll all have the same. You know, it's still in my home Don directory, so it'll have the same file permissions and everything. And now when I reinstall, maybe, and I'm going to go ahead and do a reboot on this machine too, so that'll make me have to stop. I think that's the best thing to do, because if there's anything in the you know, other directories, like if you go to let's see, user share, there's going to be there shouldn't be anything for OBS in there now, and I believe there was. I think I looked last time. Wasn't it? There. And lib, you know, user share. There's lib and user lib and everything else under the sun. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to stop this recording to save recording. That's what you got to do even if you're streaming. Okay, so I'll be back at, well, I won't be back on a live stream. I'll just have to upload a video. That's what I'm going to do, because it looks like it's just too iffy if it's going to stay working. Let me see. Before I go, I want to see if my live stream is still working, though. I mean, I play, you know, hear it and see it, because I paused it. So let's see what happens. Reload it over there, and yep, it's working. Okay. Go ahead and stop this stream, and then I'll just go ahead and do a video next time. Okay, be back. Oh, I turned on the preview. Save record.